stream. There we go. All right, here we go. Five more minutes.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And bulldozing his way through. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And how about this start defensively? They're going to get him behind the line a second time. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Lucas Van Ness, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love going to break the huddle. Lead the Packers up here. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Love. Open man, here's Benson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Love. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. take it at the 37. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Young. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Trey Tucker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now a 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Packers come in search of win number 9 of the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Cartwright. Travis Jones makes a tackle. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roth. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Young. And this one too low.
Had an open man that time. Ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd down, Young from the gun. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Love now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Young going to give to Brooks. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Young to throw it. Complete here. It's Hyde. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Hey, D, hold on right quick, man. I'm gonna kick it off. Give me a quick second.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
39, so solid starting field position. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to get this.
Hey, I'm good. Chilling.
Here's the 37 on 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it.
Oh, wow.
Throw left side complete. That's Whitaker. And he gets this one.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Just trying to do a little something, man. Just want to make it a game. I don't know why he stopped, though.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Musgrave's got it out right. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In motion, the tight end. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well.
Hey, you too now. Appreciate you.
Coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Preventing a possible touchdown.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw now. Here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go. 2nd down. Love from the gun. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And now Love going to change things up. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now they'll shift things around. Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this down to the 35. On first down, right back to Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the gun. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. The Packer offense and Jordan Love staying out there, so they're going to try to go for 2. zone to cut the lead down to a single point. Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Second down and 8. On play action, Young trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of this caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself, you don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Touchdown, Carolina. Xavier Legette, 76 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Young. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Throwing, Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Love. Touchdown, Packers! A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Young now from the 50. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw, Young. Got a man, that's the get. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They'll try it now with Brooks. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. And he'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 3. The play fake. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Xavier Legette with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Now Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. Open man here is Benson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Love, he's going to change the play here. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Now Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Love. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Carolina, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.